ever guilty for decluttering? Like somehow you're doing something wrong? I want to change that for you today. Have you ever told yourself this time I'm going to really declutter? And then halfway through, you're sitting there holding onto something you just can't seem to let go of. I get it. I've seen this many times, and honestly, it's completely normal. I'm Taya, a professional organizer here in Houston and the owner of Disorganized by Taya. And if that's where you are right now, caught between wanting less clutter, not wanting to lose what matters most, you're not alone, because decluttering isn't just about what's in your hands. It's about what's in your heart. And when you start to understand why it feels so heavy, that's when it finally starts to get easier. Here's what I learned after organizing hundreds of homes in the last decade. Most of the time, when people get stuck, it isn't because you don't know how to declutter. It's because the guilt shows up and it freezes you. And this is what I want you to know. There's guilt about money, and there's a voice that says, I can't get rid of this. I spent good money on it. But here's the thing. It doesn't make the money come back. It just costs you more space, more peace, and more energy every single day. So if you've already paid for it once, you don't have to keep paying for rent in your home. No, you don't. You can free up the space. This is what I need you to know. When we're holding on to something just out of guilt, whether that's clothing or whatever it is, that means that when we do go into the closet and we want to pull the things that we do love to wear and then we do enjoy, it's covered up by the stuff that doesn't matter. And it's not that it doesn't matter, but just we've reached a season in our life where it's okay to let it go. And there's no need to feel any sort of guilt about letting it go. Because the truth is, there are wonderful groups that you can donate clothing to. There are wonderful groups that you can donate things to that are still in great condition. So you can still, it's not that the time for that has left. It's just the time for it in your home, in your life has left, right? There are seasons for everything. And there's a season to let go. And I feel like if you're watching this because you are ready to let go. And I want you to know I'm here to help you do it. It's what I'm good at. It's what I'm really good at. Then there's the sentimental clutter. Oh, these are the items that make your heart ache a little. It's a sweater from someone you love. The art that your kids made years ago. The gift that you didn't really like, but you kept it anyway because it felt wrong to let it go. And listen, it is okay to feel that. It's understandable. You're a human being, right? That's love showing up. That's how we show that we're human and that we're appreciative for what we have in life. But you don't have to keep every item to keep that memory. In fact, when you keep everything, it makes everything that you keep that less important, because not everything can't be important. You're a being that loves and cares and appreciates life. But the thing is, we don't have to keep every item to keep the memory. The people, the moments, the love, those live in you, not in the object. And then there's perfection guilt, the thought that says, if I can't do it perfectly, why even start? That one steals your peace more than any clutter ever could. Because progress, even the small, messy kind, that's what actually builds momentum. I know it because I've organized so many homes, many of them just me, right? And not to say that I'm a superhero, but to tell you that I know all it takes is time and the willingness to look at what's in front of you, start with one piece and go on and on and on. Because good enough for now is often what your home needs to breathe again. That is like you pulling, the fire alarm. Breathe again. You deserve it. You deserve to live in this home. You deserve a home that is beautiful and speaks to all the hard work that you've done in your life, the beautiful furnishings that you put in your home. But sometimes things get clouded, right? And life gets in the way, and we end up with a bunch of stuff that doesn't even necessarily mean something to us. And it's because we just lost sight of what's important. And I'm here to help you breathe again. And I'm sorry that I get excited and I get emotional. And it's only because I'm so very passionate about this. I've seen what it can do. I've seen what decluttering can do for my clients. I've seen what giving them the permission to let go does. And it's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. And I want that for you. You deserve it. You deserve it. Forget me. You deserve this. You deserve this, okay? So if any of this sounds like you, the money, the guilt, the sentimental guilt, or the perfection guilt that whispers you're not doing enough, take a deep breath. You're not behind. You're not broken. You are human. And the fact that you care this much, that's a beautiful thing, because that means you don't just want your home to look clean, You want it to feel calm. And that's what I do here. That's where the real change begins. If this hit home for you, I love for you to stick around. I post short but powerful, impactful videos every week, horizontal videos to help you take charge of decluttering your home in your life, one real step at a time. So go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. I love for you to be here, and I'm so grateful and happy that you showed up here today. But before you go, I want to hear from you. I want to hear in the comments. When you try to let things go, which guilt shows up for you first? Is it money? Is it memories? Is it perfection? You can drop it in the comments. And there's no judgment here. None. And I will not tolerate bullying of any kind. So just understanding, because sometimes sharing it out loud is the very first step to finally letting it go. And I know you're ready. So let's let go together.